SPO has become somewhat of a generic term, and curation has become somewhat of a generic concept. And curation originally was the ability to curate media and pick out from the media what it is exactly you want to send to the buyer. And SPO is now moving beyond curation because it's becoming very specific to the ability for the buyer to find their pathway, the best, most efficient pathway to the inventory. So SPO is sort of the pathway to getting to the inventory, what's the most efficient, most effective pathway. And curation is sort of analyzing the inventory that's specifically interesting to the buy side. And you bring them together, right? And they dance very nicely together. So SPO and curation, I think, are well blended together. They have great purpose together.
Bob, I think you're really great at untangling knots.
Sure.
So in particular, when advertisers say they want transparency, what should they actually be demanding from supply?
Well, I think advertisers have been asking for transparency in the 30 years I've been in this industry. It's a well understood and a well-worn concept, right? I think that what advertisers are really saying when they want transparency is they want the most effective pathway and quality of inventory to get the best outcomes. And they want transparency because they want to be able to make clear decisions on how to do that. And so SPO is a great pathway to figure out what is transparently working, what's successful, what is actually making the outcomes you want deliver. And so I think the blend of transparency and SPO works really well together.
Bob, why does owning direct proprietary supply matter more than optimizing through layers of intermediaries?
So one of the things Infolinks does is has direct proprietary supply. We call it premium proprietary placements. So we have premium proprietary data with the placements. And the reason that's valuable is that you are able to curate, you're able to create the most valuable inventory type for the buyer. So there's trillions of ad requests, there's billions of ads. It's a massive haystack. So to use the cliche, you're looking for needles in a haystack. The premium proprietary placement basically collects the needles. And it collects the needles in such a way that you get the best outcomes from the premium proprietary placement inventory. And that makes the buyer's job easier because as they look for transparency, they look for effectiveness, it's an easy way to get that.
Bob, as you said earlier, SPO has become kind of a generic tool in a lot of ways. And there's doing SPO and there's doing SPO right. So what's the biggest mistake advertisers still make when they think they're doing SPO right?
Well, I think advertisers are making their best practices efforts to do SPO right. The first generation of SPO is just to eliminate intermediaries. But there's always nuance, right? Not all intermediaries are bad. Not all intermediation and how intermediation is done is bad. So the nuance is picking the quality media transparently that's working for you, getting the value, creating the quality that you need, and not just looking at it as intermediaries are good or bad. And that's, I think, the most valuable thing advertisers can do now is move beyond just intermediation is bad to what is the quality of what I'm buying and is it delivering on the results I need.
Bob, what makes real-time intent a stronger signal than modeled or delayed data?
Oh, so the beautiful thing about us working directly with our publishers is we're able to identify real-time intent. We're able to identify real-time engagement signals. The ability to understand whether the audience is really present, are they really engaged, are they being active, really matters to the outcome. Because when you think about using television as an example, are you really there watching, or did you just go up and go to the bathroom, right? It's really different. And so if you're really there and you're really present, you're really engaged, and those signals are live, then you know that you have a much more valuable inventory opportunity. So I think those real-time live engagement signals are precious compared to signals that have essentially been appended over weeks and weeks and are being modeled from, that's become a bit stale. That data is stale as opposed to the live engagement signals. They're very raw and real right now.